Welcome back to Dunkirk Dunes. So we're going to go ahead and do a recap here of Italy's turn. Commander John Hoffman is in charge of Italy, and here's what he's done. So he had 11 to spend for Italy's first turn. He went ahead and bought an artillery and 2 infantry. And then for attacks, here's what Italy has done. They've sent the infantry here from Italian Somalia, and then the 2 infantry and artillery from Ethiopia, all into Kenya. And then another attack here is here in Greece. The tank and the 2 infantry from Albania have come down. And then also this transport that's here in C-Zone 96 has moved up into C-Zone 97 and grabbed, I think I have this right, an infantry and artillery from northern Italy, dropped them off into Greece. And then in addition, the fighter came over from southern Italy, and the strategic bomber came over from northern Italy. And then he also had the bombardments from the battleship and cruiser. And of course the battleship is now repaired because it started there at the naval base. Let's see, other combats. So, let's see. The transport that starts here in 97 picked up 2 infantry, and then the transport here in 95 picked up another 2 infantry, so 4 total. And they have moved over here to C-Zone 92 and offloaded these 4 infantry into Gibraltar to claim that for the Italians. So that takes care of that. And then we've also got, I think, just one more. This submarine that starts in C-Zone 95 has gone here into C-Zone 99 to sink that UK transport there. So that's just a auto sunk. That comes right off. Okay. Let's see, I think that's all of the combats. So the way these turned out, so since we already have the camera here on Greece, so all 5 here, British infantry, were eliminated, but on their way out, they took 2 infantry, Italian infantry, with them. So that's how that resolved. And then this battle down here in Kenya, so the UK infantry there was eliminated, and he did not score a hit. So all of these Italian units are now in Kenya. And then, of course, the rest there's no dice involved, right? So, and then as far as non-combats go, so there's a few non-combats going on here. Let's see, so the destroyer that's here in 96 has moved up to 97. So we've got the main Italian fleet here in 97. And then these 4 units here in northern Italy, the tank, the AA gun, move the camera a little bit, the tank, the AA gun, the artillery, and the infantry, they are railing, because there's a factory here in northern Italy. They're railing out of northern Italy, 1, 2, 3, so through greater southern Germany, Slovakia, Hungary, and then into Romania. So these have all ended up here in Romania. The 2 infantry that are remaining here in Rome in southern Italy have marched up into northern Italy. And then this cruiser that's still here in 95 has moved over into 97 to be with the main Italian fleet. And then this destroyer that's in 95 has moved into 92 to join those 2 transports there to give them a little bit of cover. So let's see, oh, and then one more non-combat movement. So all of these units here in Libya have moved up into Tobruk. They're massing on the border here. Okay, so I think I've covered everything. Oh, gotta land the planes. So the strategic bomber goes back to northern Italy, and the fighter goes back to southern Italy. And then as far as income goes, so Kenya here is now Italian, that's +1. And Greece is now Italian, that's +2 more. So that's +3 total. Gibraltar doesn't have any IPC value, but that is also now Italian, closing the straits here to anybody but the Axis. So Italy goes up 3, so from 11 up to 14, and those were all takeaways from the British. So they were on 43, they're going to go down 3 to 40. Okay, and then Italy collected a lot. So they got their 14 that they're on the tracker for. Then they had saved 1, and then they get 5 for the Med being clear of Allied ships, and then they also got 5 for controlling 3 of these 4 kind of port locations: Greece, Vichy, which it counts. You can count that if Vichy controls it, which is the case, and then Gibraltar. So they get another 5 for that, and then they also got 1 each for under BBR, 1 each for Gibraltar and for Kenya. And so what they end up with is a total of 27, which is a ton for Italy. So they've got 25, 6, 7 for next turn. 27. Yep, and we got to place these units. So if I remember correctly, all of these got placed in northern Italy. So that is it. A really good turn for John Hoffman for Italy's first turn. We'll see how the Allies are able to respond to all of this. So thanks for watching. Here, I just thought it would be fun at the end of this to just show off some of the 3D Italian pieces that we've been working on. So this here, these are a couple of Soldati class destroyers. And then here, these are a couple of Abruzzi class cruisers. And then this is Battleship. That looks like, I think it's Conti di Cavour class. Yep. And then the carrier, that's the Aquila. And all of the decals for these pieces are from Axis and Allies Board Gaming. All of the sculpts are also from Axis and Allies Board Gaming, except for the Aquila. There, that's from HBG. So we're working on making complete sets. So I thought it's just fun to show a bit of these.